so many people afraid to go be themselves, to really go do what they want to do. And I think if you put your mind to it, and a lot of people say it, but if you really do and you really believe you can become something, you will. You are what you think. You know, if you second guess yourself, you're always going to second guess yourself. If you say, I'm going to do this, then go do it. And don't let anything get in your way. And you know what? You're probably going to be knocked down 30 times before you reach your first goal. You can reach it though. Believe me, I'm sitting here talking about it.
Ed is probably one of the finest human beings I've ever been around. It was the reason I hired him. There are a lot of people that can coach basketball games, but we use sport to teach life's lessons, hard work, mental toughness, perseverance, selflessness, and Ed has those qualities innately. So a lot of the success he has on the court is because he has phenomenal relationships with his student athletes, and he truly loves these young men. And if you know his life, the things that he's accomplished, given how he was raised, is pretty amazing. So he's a pretty unique human being.
As a young kid, academics wasn't important to me at all, not even a little, because it was more about survival than learning the alphabet. It really was. It was more about how am I living from day to day. And my number one attraction was athletics, whether it was baseball, football, basketball, kickball, stickball. I always wanted to be involved with athletics as a young person. In all the different community centers, John Hope and the Boys and Girls Club provided that kind of shelter. And that's exactly what I was attracted to. A lot of people deserve a lot of credit, whether it was for giving you a ride, providing you with a meal, giving you some clothes. But there are a lot of people, many of people that helped me get to this point and that'll continue to help me move further. My mom, my biological mother, Jane Cooley, great lady, did the best that she can do with what she had. And then from there, the community took over.
Ed Cooley came with us. He was playing baseball with my oldest son, and Ace Ward Democrats in Elmwood Little League. And he came to us in a few weeks, and then he met my son. They were going to Sackett School, the same school. And so he wanted to come live with us. So I told him he can come live with us, but he has to go back if his mother called for him. So he went back and talked to his mother, so he came back to live with us, and he's been living with us ever since till he got married.
What Eddie and Gloria Seawhite was able to do to bring me in as one of their own, and provide that leadership, that structure. They did talk about how important education was. And they did talk about family, they talked about love, they talked about the importance of giving back, the importance of saying thank you. And I saw the dynamic of a mother and father under the same household.
One thing in my house, all my kids, you have to go to school. Don't worry about no food, don't worry about nothing, I'll take care of that.
I was becoming an okay athlete. I was able to have success on the basketball court and was recognized to be given scholarship offers, but I wasn't qualified, so I had to go to prep school. And that's really the 12th and prep school years when I learned I actually need education. And until I embraced it, until I bought into it, that's what really changed my life. The whole academic side totally changed my life. And that's what I talk to our players about consistently, because the air is going to come out in the ball. Talent can only get you so far. How much are you willing to work to educate yourself? How much are you willing to educate to be different than the people that may be around you that are telling you you're great? Them people are going to fall aside at some point, and you're going to have to grow up on your own. Life skills include the academic background. I'm a big believer that education changes your life. I'm living proof to it.
I consider coaches to be, first of all, educators. And Coach Cooley is an educator, and his job with the young men that he recruits to Providence College is to get them ready for life.
We always start recruiting for Providence College, not as the coach, but as the person. You need to know who we are as people, not as coaches. not as, how to design a play or call a timeout. So every young man who's been recruited by myself and our staff, my marching order to them is let them know who we are as people first, because the other is the given. If we're going to offer you a scholarship, yeah, you're a basketball player, but how are we going to impact your life? Gratitude and appreciation, making sure you give back. The word thank you means the world to me, because that means you did something to help someone, but how we're going to impact and change your life. Basketball, that's what you do. But who are you when there's no air in the ball?
I remember the first time I met Ed. He's the kind of guy that you do remember the first time you meet him. And I was interviewing him for the coaching position at Providence College. And one of the things Ed said to me was, he says, "Father, I've overcome every kind of adversity that you can imagine. And I will not let any of my student athletes make an excuse out of whatever hand they've been dealt with in life. You can overcome anything."
Family Service of Rhode Island is going to provide basic needs. Many of the people that are in the audience today, their contributions help. And I feel I'm living proof of that. And again, it could be from a coat, a pair of shoes, food, shelter, mentorship. It could be anything, but it matters. It matters to all the young men and women, not just in Providence, but the state of Rhode Island and across the country for that matter. But I'm kind of being selfish right now. I care about Providence. I love Providence. And everything that we do today and moving forward will be greatly appreciated. And I know you are pulled at a ton. Many of the people watching this, many people in the audience. We're asked to do a lot, we're asked to give a lot. But in this particular case, it has changed my life, and I'm pretty sure it's changed thousands of kids. So thank you for your contribution. Thank you for the support. And I hope it doesn't stop for a long, long time.